guys, welcome to Get Fit with Dee Brown. For those of you that subscribed, thank you so much for that. That means so much. You have no idea. For all the views, all the likes, thank you so much. That's so amazing. And I'm so happy that I'm able to spread this message, spread the whole intermittent fasting lifestyle to a lot of people. A lot of individuals have been able to kind of sort of figure things out on their own, and they're rocking and rolling, and they're getting so many amazing results. Before I promoted that I was coaching, I was working with friends and with other individuals, kind of on the side to just kind of see if I can be a good coach for them, and they're getting amazing results. So I'll be posting a lot of great testimonials today on Instagram. But one of the recurring questions that I've been getting a lot from the folks that I've been potentially potential clients and people that I've been coaching, and as you can see, I've been extremely busy. There's just been a lot of calls back to back. I had an opportunity to actually blow dry my hair today. It's just been so crazy, but the movement is so amazing, and it's just such a life-changing approach that a lot of people are just enriching their lives, and I think that that's just an amazing thing within itself. But the reoccurring questions that I get a lot is, Diana, how do I hit my macro numbers? I'm not hitting, my protein numbers. I'm not hitting, I'm going over my carbs. I'm going over my fats. So I developed a little hierarchy of importance when it comes to intermittent fasting, because there's just so many different ways of doing intermittent fasting. But what's been working for my friends and the people that I coached, kind of like before I started promoting that I was actually doing it as a business, was and how I do it is, the number one important thing is to fast. You want to make sure when you wake up, you fast between 4 to 6 hours. If you can push it to 7, even better. But 4 is a good number. At that point, your body is burning fat. It's using your fat stores as energy, and the fat just starts melting away. It's almost like you have, your own body becomes a liposuction, and that is amazing. The other most important thing is staying within your caloric deficit. So making sure that if you are at a 1,500 caloric deficit intake, and that's what you have to eat every day, that you stay within that range. There's a lot of little wiggle rooms that I talk to folks when I coach them, and that's something that I do part of my coaching. I can kind of tweak that as well. But you want to stay within that caloric deficit, and how do you do that? You want to make sure you track. You want to make sure you track accurately, as accurate as you possibly can, especially if you're at home. You gotta have a food scale, measuring spoons, and things of that nature. So you want to make sure that you track. That's very important. Track your caloric intake. And then the other important thing, which is fasting being number 1, tracking caloric deficit being number 2, number 3 being your macros, where your calories are coming from, your fats, protein, and carbs. If you go over your carbs, that's not going to make you fat as long as you stay under or at your caloric deficit. Carbs are not the enemy here, guys. Usually carbs are the biggest piece of the pie. So when it comes to, looking at macros, so don't be afraid if you go over your carbs, here and there. You want to get close, but it's all about keeping a balance. Your body needs carbs, a lot of it, fats and protein. And so if you come under, let's say, had the situation where individuals have been like, Diana, I came under in my protein. But that's okay. If you came under protein and your caloric intake was 1,500, I'm not going to expect you to eat, 1,550 just because you want to hit that protein number. That's absurd. So you want to make sure that you stay within your caloric deficit. And then also another most important thing is to take it easy. Once you start dropping weight, we're human, so our instinct is to let me do more because I really want to get those numbers to come down really fast, because they do come down so fast. You have individuals, depending on how heavy they are, they can drop within days, astounding numbers, astonishing numbers. So but you want to make sure that you don't break up that whole cycle, that your whole the natural cycle of your body sucking the fat and utilizing the fat as fuel. So you don't want to disturb that. So by doing sprints and things like that, and crazy cardio and stuff like that, your body will not respond, and what you're doing is basically undoing what your body's what you're manipulating your body to do through intermittent fasting. So, 45 minutes to an hour walk. I do 3 days of strength training for about 45 minutes, just lift weights. I do back and biceps one day, chest and triceps another day, and then I hit legs another day. And that's all I do. I don't work out abs. I don't do crunches. I don't do any of that stuff because naturally, your body already has abs. So because, like I was saying, because your body has already, your abs and your core is already, obviously you already have that, everyone has abs and core. It's the layer of fat that's there. So as you're doing intermittent fasting and as you're doing a lot of strength training workouts like, deadlifts and, pull-ups and stuff like that, those types of workouts target your core area so that your abs will pop up regardless. I mean, again, it's keeping it simple, keeping your life more enjoyable, having free time to do what you love to do while also burning fat through manipulation of intermittent fasting and making your body utilize those fat stores. And that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. I know that there was a lot of questions about that. I'm not hitting these numbers, and the anxiety of all that can just be, you want to lessen the anxiety of that, and that's the whole point. You want to just enrich your life through intermittent fasting, and by tracking macros and living that, if it's your macros approach, and that's that. So I hope you guys continue to watch. Please, share the word. Subscribe, and I thank you so much. There's more videos to come. If you can see in the background, Jay showed in the background, that I am moving. So right now I am extremely busy with the whole move. So when it comes to videos, once I get settled in my new place, then I could, do more videos and continue to just, inform you guys about intermittent fasting. And, as you guys can see, my little workstation here, I have been with back-to-back clients, spreading the whole intermittent fasting. And I've had a lot of great, amazing women who are just so excited to start. Again, I have a lot of amazing testimonials and that I'll be sharing on Instagram. And it's just, this whole movement has been so humbling to me. So again, guys, I thank you so much for tuning in. I thank you so much for subscribing, for hitting likes, for commenting. And again, my kids are the ones behind the production. I can't leave them behind. My little one is the one recording, and my son is my eldest is the one that uploads the videos and does the editing and stuff like that. And so I will get a tripod, and that's something that someone mentioned, to hold the camera. To have it steady, and that's coming up. But yeah, so that's that. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy your day, and if you have any questions, you can email me at ddbrown14@gmail.com, or you can go ahead on my Instagram, which is ddbrown14. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good one.